Today, we are going a bit deeper. Let's talk about what men really say out loud. So what's something you're tired of hearing as a man?
The phrase, act like a man. I think that people believe that strength is synonymous with being a man. And it's not just simple strength, it's supposed to be this overwhelming, supernatural, larger than life strength that makes men supposed to be uncomfortable or impossible to feel pain or feel loss or feel disappointment or feel fear, because men are not supposed to have emotions that are simple in nature. You stub your toe, you're not supposed to feel pain. Act like a man. You lose something or someone that's the most important to you, the phrase act like a man comes up. You get scared and you get told act like a man. So I think this is something that's wired into every man's head right from being kids, because as soon as you cry or as soon as you let out deep emotions, you are supposed to close it up and act like a man. So I think that's definitely something I'm tired of hearing. I think would be best to put in the trash somewhere.
So the word I'm actually tired of hearing as a man is kind of more like a question. You could be going through something and then the question comes, are you not a man? You not be man. It's kind of ridiculous. Because what the hell does that even mean?
I'll say the first thing I'm tired of hearing is man up. Because it's used basically to shut down your emotions, and men, we have a lot of emotions, but we don't want to share it. But that's the word I'm tired of hearing, man up.
Something you're tired of hearing as a man, man up. Actually, stay strong, man up. It is too abstract. There is, I don't be saying, man, how can you just man up? Is it a place you go to buy a drink called man up and you drink and you start to? So actually, it's very tiresome. Like be strong, those kind of stuff. It is abstract. It is just a concept. It is not tangible. So how can we actually be that? And I'm tired of hearing it, because people just try to put up their front, put up their face, but it's not as if that's how we feel inside.
Growing up, many men are taught the part about being a provider, being successful, being respected, being seen. But they rarely teach the part about what happens when they feel like they're none of those things. What happens then? Often silence. You hardly hear a man say, I feel like I'm not enough. It's mostly, I'm fine. And the rest is in archive. And that's the thing. Some men are afraid of failure, not only because failure is painful, but because they fear becoming invincible. If I fail, will people still respect me? If I'm struggling, will people still see me? That mentality can become unhealthy very quickly. So have you ever felt unseen?
Say yes, because the little things matter. Let's say, for example, if I help you open a door and you appreciate it, that's me being seen. So times that I do good and people don't appreciate, or times that I do what you're meant to do as a human and people don't appreciate it, I feel unseen during those moments.
You have felt unseen. I guess because everybody wants to be noticed. Everybody wants to be seen, right? People just want some level of recognition, but I can't really say, felt unseen. I know that, of course, everybody sees you, but people don't usually recognize. So that is something that we are looking for. And I think it's not just men, I suppose all genders, but men would like to be noticed for our efforts, definitely, and to be congratulated as well.
Have I ever felt unseen? Yes, I felt unseen many times, at work, at gatherings. It's just one of those things. I think maturing is kind of understanding that you will not all the time you'll be the center of attraction. I guess some people don't really know how to handle it, but over the years, plus I'm the type of person that even likes to be low-key. So sometimes being unseen or feeling unseen is kind of like a blessing.
I believe that the feeling of invisibility is something that's not particularly subject to anybody, regardless of gender. I think that in different circumstances and in different situations, people feel unseen. You know, you feel like nobody really sees you for your efforts. Or yeah, I believe that I have. I think that even though it's life, you know, in different situations you will definitely feel unseen. But personally, I think that there have been times when I've done things and not gotten appreciation for them, either at work or in family. I think that people just think, oh, because you're a man and you do something, there is no need for thanks. I think that's another thing, you know. People just feel like, oh, it's all right, you did something, that's nice, thank you, and then everybody forgets it because you're a man. It's your responsibility to do things. But you know, yeah, I believe that's the only thing I can think of with the feeling of being unseen. But really, it's something that everybody experiences. It's life.
And many people around them don't even notice. What's something you felt as a man but rarely said out loud when it comes to pressure?
Mommy, I say it out loud though. Something I feel all the time and I say it out loud. It gets tiring. This life is a lot of stress. Personally, I don't like stress. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of burden, there's a lot of, pressure that comes on the male child. We've been told to normalize it. It's one of those things, but I feel like, every once in a while we should speak up, probably have a support system that we can vent to. That's why good friends are very important. But yeah, I speak up for me. I don't like stress. I don't like stress at all.
I think most of the time I'm always exhausted, so I think I'm exhausted from hearing that I'm strong or I have to be strong, you get, because that's something that's rarely said out loud, because I know I'm strong, but sometimes I'm just genuinely tired of being strong. I just want to be left not being strong, you get. But I think every time I'm hearing I need to be strong, you get, it's just, it's something that I felt as a man, but I just really don't see. But then
rarely said out loud, especially in terms of pressure. I'm very vocal. I say whatever I want to say. So there's not a lot that I've not said out loud. No, there's not a lot that I've not said out loud. Except, it's still the same thing. Men are held to a higher standard of being able to cope with pressure, with responsibility, because you're a man, and that's absurd. There's no special strength here. At least I don't feel any. I can speak for myself, but there's no special strength. I feel as much pressure as the next person, and I feel as much pain and feelings and emotions as the next person. So yeah, just the idea that you're not supposed to buckle on the pressure, or you're not supposed to succumb to fear. That's it.
I think you have already answered. The answer is already the question. It's pressure. We feel pressure, but we don't share the testimony of pressures. But I feel pressure. I remember there was a time I was trying to plan for something financially, and the pressure was so much on me. This was 2023. I won't say what it was, and I needed that money badly. That 2023, and I was so much pressure that I almost lost my mind. That day I woke up very late, around 10 or 11 o'clock to go to work. I didn't bathe, I didn't brush, just started walking out. And the sister saw me. She said I looked crazy. I was muttering to myself, stopping myself and walking, and I didn't even answer my own name. She had to catch up with me and stop me on the street and pray for me, so I could get myself back. So that pressure was really much. So yeah, full pressure way. Expectancies of family and whatnot.
A lot of men are surviving silently, and many people around them don't even notice. One of the scariest things about emotional exhaustion is that it doesn't always look dramatic publicly. Some men still laugh, still joke, still work, still show up, still post, still function like everything is normal. but internally they are carrying weight that could be made lighter simply by talking about it. Some men have mastered the art of functioning without revealing their struggles. One thing I noticed growing up is how many guys hide behind humor, silence, and distractions. And honestly, women face pressure too. But if we're being real, many of us would spend 1 hour on WhatsApp ranting to our friends. We talk. Somebody upset you, we're calling somebody. Something happened at work, we're sending voice notes. We're processing it out loud. Meanwhile,
There's a lot of, pressure that comes on the male child. Being told to normalize it, it's one of those things. But
and that's where the conversation gets interesting. Everyone needs balance. You don't have to tell everybody everything, but you should talk to somebody once in a while because carrying everything alone isn't strength. Studies continue to show increasing loneliness and emotional isolation among men globally. For many, the fear of judgment keeps them from opening up. Personally, I think one of the most healing things in life is feeling genuinely seen emotionally, not managed, not fixed, not told to man up, seen, understood, acknowledged. And to every man listening today, you are not called only for provision. You are called for presence too. Your value is not limited to what you produce or what you provide or achieve. We see you, we hear you, and we hope that you speak up.